Rare breed, sweetling, unpredictable, never scripted. Got an interesting life, you should watch me live it. Let's kick it, hang out through the vlog, vivid, cook, talk shit, and travel new places to visit.
End up asking money from the visitors, which is like not a good thing, because some of them they end up not going to school, knowing that they are visitors, which they gave us money. Then their parents are crying, saying that visitors are spoiling our kids, because what they believe is that education is the key. So if they are not going to school waiting for the visitors to give them money, they will be not. So hence I always encourage visitors, whenever they want to do something for the kids, they can buy them something that they all share. Because if you give one money, they come all of them. All right? All right, you can join me then.
Ils réalisent qu'il faut avoir d'argent, ils ne vont pas à l'école. Et contrairement à l'Asie, les parents Any questions?
So far no. All right. This is our homes. We call them squatter camp.
Squatter camp.
Squatter camp. It's an informal settlement. Or you can call it a shanty. It's a shanty town. So, well, this is actually the real Soweto. That's the real Soweto. Because you'll find that Joburg is divided into 3 groups. There's a higher class, a middle, and a lower. So this is the lower part of Joburg. So hence we involve on taking visitors through, because we want people to have another side of the story. You know, not to see it in television, but to see the reality. You can take pictures, you can ask questions, because now you know more tourists. I expect a lot of questions from you. Now you are visitors, all right.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello. Eastern Cape province. Eastern Cape, it's where the former president, Mr. Mandela, was born. So me, I'm a Xhosa tribe. The Cruelty tribe. But around the camp, we mixed with different tribes. We're speaking different languages. But we're able to communicate with each other.
You're able. How do you do it? Is there a...
There's a common language. There's a common language which like everyone can easily understand. Even a person from Mozambique, when he or she came to South Africa, the first language she understands is Zulu. Zulu, that's the easiest to have. Sure.
Hello.
They also speak Zulu in Mozambique?
Yes, there's some they speak Zulu in Mozambique. They speak Portuguese. They speak also their language. They're from Mozambique, which is Shona, and other languages, because they've got many languages.
That's a Shona tribe.
Shona tribe. Some of the Shonas, you'll find them in Zimbabwe.
And the Dembele.
And then they will tribe. Notice these wires over here? So these are for electricity. So some people, not everyone, but I think those which is they brave enough, they just connect it either
Hello.
from the street poles.
And it works.
It works, and it's very dangerous.
Yeah,
It's very, very dangerous. Because I think there was one incident whereby a 14 or 16-year-old girl, she tried to climb on the roof trying to connect for herself, but she didn't make it.
Oh shit.
Got electrocuted and she died on the spot.
Oh damn.
Because I think it's a direct electricity, it goes straight. This is where actually we get the water from, provided by the municipality.
Okay.
No, it's an underground water, And what? No, we're not paying for water. What we appreciate is that it's a clean water, it's clean and drinkable. No purification must be made.
Why wouldn't they fix it and give you guys like homes?
Now the problem is this is not like it's not like a permanent place for us to stay. So well, there is this policy which we call it the Reconstruction Development Program, which is where the government is progressing by building houses for the people. Hence you'll notice in our homes there are numbers, different numbers, you know. So these numbers, they just symbolizes that you are on the waiting list to get the proper housing.
And
Okay.
where is that proper house?
That's what we don't know where or when.
Right, that's going to be my question.
It
When?
could be everywhere.
It could be
Joburg.
everywhere around Johannesburg.
Oh wow.
It could be anywhere.
Well, do you feel like it could be just like a false promise?
I think it's a false promise. Because,
Just to keep the hope?
Because since in 1994, in the pre-election, which is the leading party, promised people jobs, housing, and a better life. So most unfortunately, we don't have those things. But also, this is not the only camp we have in Soweto. There are a lot of camps like these, which is some they even bigger than this size.
How many people live in this camp?
So here, in terms of population, we've got approximately 2,000 to 3,000 people which are living here.
Wow.
It's 2 to 3. Well, the number is fluctuating. We don't have an exact number at all.
How long you been waiting for the housing?
Well, there are people who live here since 1990 because this area
Still
was
waiting?
established in 1990. But I'll show you then. There are other ones, that's the first phase of Nomzamo Park. So if I'm not mistaken, they built those one in 2009. That was the last time they built houses for the people.
Okay.
All right, so the name of the camp, we call it Nomzamo Park. That's the name of the entire area. Nomzamo Park. Nomzamo actually was the second wife of the late former president, which is Mr. Mandela. You can easily call it Winnie. Remember, Mandela used to have 3 wives.
Yeah, Winnie's the second one.
Winnie is the second one. The first was Evelyn, second Winnie, and the third Graça Machel. Which is Graça, I think she was fortunate because she got married on 2 presidents, Samora Machel and Nelson Mandela. You see. So the area, like I said, it was established in 1990. Around the camp, there is no proper services, like electricity. Although you can see some people, they use this illegal connection because it's not everyone who's got this illegal connection. I think are those which is they brave enough, which is they just connect illegally from the street poles, drag it directly to their homes.
Do you have it?
Me, yes, I do have it. I do have it. Because I think living life without electricity is not good at all.
It's not.
It's not, because also it becomes more expensive. Although this electricity is not that powerful, so you can use it for refrigerator and other appliances. But it's only to light and then maybe listening to the sound or watch television. So in terms of population, like I said, we got approximately 2,000 to 3,000 people which are living here. So the reason for me to say that it's because our number is fluctuating. We don't have an exact number at all. Because when the people of census, when they come and calculate, they say, for example, it's one person lives in one of the houses. Yet you'll find that it's more than one. And we are also divided into 3 ethnic groups, which is the first ethnic group are those people which are from a part of Africa, like Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Lesotho, Malawi, they are staying here. So the second are those which are from the rural areas of South Africa. And the last are those which are from the urban areas, like those which they cannot afford to pay rent, they came to the camp. Because fortunately here, we're not paying any rent. Any questions?
No.
So far, so good. All right, now, because we don't have enough time, let me show you the whole view quickly, and then we proceed with our tour. All right. Come, buddy. Come, buddy. Yeah. Come, boy. You don't want. Okay, please be careful of these wires here. Careful of the wires.
Oh, you guys, the smell is awful. Oh my God. It smells so bad.
Show you the whole view of the area.
Can't believe people live like this. This is insane. Shame on the government.
Ngithejikani bafethu. Ngithejikana niyabona asizuzwala. Bheka niyalimazana. Hayi umbuka lo mntana. Well, so now, good people, this is how far then the area stretches, you know, because I think looking at outside, you can't see how big it is. So when we are here, I'll show you the whole view. So like I said, we got those brick houses. So that's the first phase of Nomsamo Park. So this is the second phase. And then you can see on that open space, it's a swamp. So we can't build houses over there because it's very wet. There's this lake over this side. Then it goes under the bridge. Then those blue and white containers, just after the palm tree, those are the communal toilets that we use around the camp. So there are trucks which they came and empty them maybe once or twice a week, just to come with their trucks and drain the sewage. But those are not the only ones. They just all around the camp. But all people which are situated on those ones, they use those ones. Mm-hmm. And also around the camp, we don't have schools. But most of the schools, they just on the other side. Which is, I would say maybe the kids, they can walk maybe an hour or 45 minutes.
Just to get to school?
Just to get to school. Because the schools, they just scattered, you know. But all the kids, they do go to school. Because I think what their parents are also believing is that education is the key.
Right.
Education, yes, is free and compulsory. But according to me as individual, I won't say it's compulsory. Why I'm saying that? It's because in other schools, you have to buy your own stationery. You have to buy your own uniform. But it doesn't mean if your child does not have uniform, he or she is not allowed to go to school. But obviously she will feel isolated from other kids.
And the school is for free, or do the parents have to pay?
No, the school is for free.
But you have to have the uniform.
But you need to have you need to wear uniform, you know. You know, because sometimes a child knocked down by a car, so people need to know that this child attends school on this section. And also most of the people which are living here, they are unemployed. Which is, I can say, mostly they just depending on social grants, you know, from the government. Because the government, yes, do give support, I think, to the little ones, which is from 0 until 18, which is a child support grant. And the older people from 60 and above, the pensioners. So also...
So the ones in between get nothing if they don't have a job?
The ones in between, it becomes difficult. But yes, since it was COVID-19, so the government, they do give a social relief grant to people which are not working at all, you know. But obviously that money, it's not sufficient.
How much do you know that is the average income of a person living here? How much money does she have
let's say, for example, for the kids, they get about, if I'm not mistaken now, it's 550 rand a month per one child.
515?
550. 550.
And someone who is working, let's say someone who is working who does not have...
Well, someone who's working, but what I know, mostly they're getting piece jobs. It's a daily work. Okay. They're getting piece jobs where they work at the same day, get paid at the very same day. Which is, but there are those which is they are working, maybe they can get about like 3,000 to 4,000 rand a month. Hence now we're also facing a problem of teenage pregnancy. It's a bit high. You know, because now even younger kids, they've got kids at the younger age because they know that the more kids I have, the more money I get.
From the state?
From the government. Then you can see now it become a visual cycle. That your parents never had education, you also don't have education. Because obviously you need to take care of the kids. And I believe the more kids you have, the more mouth to feed. That's the thing. So hence I always encourage kids to go to school, get education. Maybe the next generation can able to live better. Any questions? Let's proceed, because due to lack of time, folks, we cannot walk a little bit farther. You know, so we'll use then the same direction. And we go back to the car in peace, to Welile in peace, not in pieces, eh? Don't forget over here.
Careful with this. It's very spiky. So put your legs. Oh my God.
They beat you first, then they call the police. You know, because sometimes the police take a lot of time to respond to the scene. But yes, I won't say there's no crime at all. But obviously, you know, crime is a geographical issue then. It's everywhere. But here, when you see crime happening, you don't have to stay. You just call the emergency number, which is 10-111. The police will come immediately and deal with that person.
Hi, baby.
Yeah, well, we do have people which were elected by the entire community. So, for example, you cannot just find an empty space and then you said, no, you want to put your shed. So you first consult those guys, then they can allocate you into the space. So I think even though it's informal settlement, but there's a bit of an order, you know? Yeah, there's a bit of an order. You know?
Because they got to keep water somehow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see. Any questions?
Thank you so much.
Let's hit the road. Let's hit the road. Welile now is complaining. Please be careful of these wires. Welile is crying now. Let's use them this little passage.
Hello. Thank you for this. This is very educational. I never knew this
You never knew
exists.
this.
Yeah.
That is why actually we decided to gather
And then with
ourselves
people
as a
with
youth.
like your friend Elon Musk with $400 billion, you would think he would invest in this. This would be
invest in this.
God will be so happy for him
Wow.
if he was to do this.
That
But he would never.
That would be very great, you know,
Yeah.
because even here in South Africa,
This is
there
crazy.
are some opulent people which is they've got a lot of money, but they
Yeah.
can't even know that there are people which are living like this.
Right.
So hence, I usually say the richer will be more richer and the poor more poor.
I know.
You see. Like for example, you see the guys over here, they're selling some fruits and vegetables because I think most of the people which are not working is the youth. So that is why then they decided to stand up. Not to just roam around and doing nothing, but doing positive things for the community.
Yeah.
All right. Now it's last pictures, last questions now.
Is it okay if I post this on YouTube?
On YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Nah, if you don't mind.
I will.
All right, all right.
Thank
Can you tell
you.
me again the name of this?
So the name of the area, we call it Nomzamo Park.
Nomzamo Park.
Nomzamo.
Park. Yeah. You can call it Winnie Mandela Squatter Camp.
Oh, Winnie Mandela squatter
Winnie
camp.
Mandela Squatter Camp, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so now good people, from here, that's going to be the end of our short walk from the area, which is, I hope you find it very interesting.
Yes, thank you. Very educational.
It's an eye-opening also
Yeah.
to young people because mostly they've never experienced such life. So
Yes.
that is why we decided to take this initiative of taking visitors through.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
here we're not charging anything, you know, from the visitors.
Can we give a tip?
Yeah, but we just
I would love-
depending on
yes.
contributions from the visitors.
Thank you so much.